Joe Biden will mark his first year as president with his legislative agenda at a standstill. A growing border crisis, the pandemic still not under control, and a surge in violent crime in major cities. Congressman Jim Jordan spoke with Maria about this yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures.
Frankly, I don't know that they've done anything right. What was the Quinnipiac poll had his approval rating at 33%. I think the real question is, who are these 33%? I mean, who are the people who actually think that he's doing a good job? So, yeah, they've messed up every single thing. You think about the message that they're sending to families, particularly in urban areas, where they're saying, we're not going to let your kids go to school. We're going to let bad guys roam the street. And oh, by the way, we're also going to let illegal immigrants vote. I mean, that's the message they're sending. No wonder no one approves.
Joining me now is North Carolina Congressman Greg Murphy. He's a member of the Veteran Affairs Committee, Education and Labor Committees as well. He's also the GOP Doctors Caucus co-chair. Congressman, good to see you this morning. Thank you for being here. Your thoughts on, well, even just last week kind of sums up the disaster that Joe Biden is witnessing. The Supreme Court delivering a blow to the vaccine mandate. Hashtag bear shelves Biden trending, inflation at a roughly 40-year high, the voting rights speech blasted, retail sales falling. I could go on, but what say you?
Yeah, Dakin, it kind of reminds me of the Billy Joel Billy Joel song, "We Didn't Start the Fire." You know, since the first day when he came out as the, quote, unity president, he walked over to the White House and became the most divisive president that we've had in our history. But if you look at the colossal failures that have occurred during this first year, amazingly, we're only talking about the first year. If you talk about Afghanistan, you talk about how he came in and said he was going to, quote, crush the virus. That was a nonsensical statement. No single person will do that. But unfortunately, you know, as his term has progressed, the honeymoon was over. We saw that he and his administration want to pay illegals $450,000 to come in the country illegally. But you've seen this time and time and time again. You know, I always like to use the analogy of Toto pulling back the curtain on the screen and actually seeing who is behind the screen. And America's not happy with the person behind the screen in Joe Biden.
John Helsenrath, jump in. I said last week that actually some of these things that are happening, particularly, say, the Supreme Court shooting down the vaccine mandate, that will actually help employers. And it will maybe help the economy in a way that will benefit, certainly, say, trucking companies. But it could also benefit the Biden administration. It's like, but what say you?
Right. The Supreme Court might have just done Joe Biden a favor by kind of getting it back online. What I want to ask the congressman is, I want to reference Ted Cruz's comments a couple weeks ago that if Republicans get the House of Representatives, they're going to impeach Joe Biden. I'd like to hear the congressman whether he agrees with that statement, and if so, on what grounds?
Yeah, that's a very interesting comment, one that's being talked about more and more. If you look at the impeachment nonsense with President Trump, and that they were literally trumped-up charges, if you will, it's just totally opposite from what has happened with Joe Biden. He's done things, in my opinion, that are impeachable. If you look at leaving Americans behind, if you look at the Afghanistan and just look at that one particular issue, he pulled out our military before our Americans go out. That is, by definition, in my opinion, and I think a lot of folks, dereliction of duty, which is an impeachable offense. So it'll be very interesting. It's not a matter of if, it's when we get the House back, how that is dealt with. I don't like to play the tit-for-tat games. I don't. But, you know, with this particular administration, how destructive they have been to the American people, to our country, to our national interest, our national reputation, it surely will be on the table.
Congressman Greg Murphy, thank you for being here this morning. We will see you again soon.